डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन युनिव्हर्सिटी.
Namaskar. I Devarshi Modi welcome you all on our YouTube platform Bao Gujarat. Friends, as currently we are dealing with the study of a poetry paper that is there in the syllabus of TIBA Major English, and we are looking at unit number 5, The Road Not Taken, a poem written by Robert Frost. In the previous video of the same unit, we have looked at and we have got the idea about the introductory understanding of the poem. We got the background idea of this poem. We understood the writing style of the Robert Frost, the poet of the poem, and we also understood line by line explanation of the poem. Friends, in this video, we will going to pay attention to the major themes of the poem. So let us start with the themes of the poem. Friends, in this particular poem, we find these major themes: the theme of choices and the uncertainty, the themes of individualism and the non-conformity, the themes of making the meaning. We will going to have the idea about each and every themes in detail with reference to the lines of the poem. So let us begin. The poem begins with the speaker recounting the experience of facing the choice of which road to take. The speaker's first emotion is sorrow, as he or she regrets the reality that makes it impossible to travel both the roads, or to experience both things. The poem makes it clear that every choice involves the loss of the opportunity and that choices are painful because they must be made with the incomplete information. Here, I would remind the famous lines of the play Hamlet, written by Shakespeare, in which Hamlet faced a lot of ambiguity in making every choices, wherein we find a famous soliloquy by the Hamlet starts with this line, to be or not to be. That is the question. Just like that ambiguity that the Hamlet faces is the universal ambiguity that each of us face throughout our lives in making the smallest of the small choices. So here we draw the idea that poet talks from personal to the universal appeal. Poet talks about the individual to the universal experiences. The speaker tries to gather as much information as possible by looking down one as far as I could, by saying, but there is a limit to what the speaker can see, as the road is bent, meaning that it curves, leaving the rest of it out of sight. So the speaker, like anyone faced with a choice, must make a choice but can't know enough to be sure which choice is the right one. The speaker, as a result, is paralyzed. Long I stood contemplating which road to choose. The speaker does eventually choose the road based on which one appears to have been less traveled. But the poem shows that making that choice doesn't actually solve the speaker's problem. Immediately after choosing the road, the speaker admits that the two roads were worn, really about the same, had worn them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay without any leaves, trodden black by the passerby. So the speaker has tried to choose the road that seemed less traveled, but couldn't tell which road was actually less traveled. By making a choice, the speaker will now get the chance to experience the other road and can never know which was less traveled. The speaker hides from this psychic pain by announcing that he or she is just saving the first for the another day. But again, reality sets in. I doubted if I could should ever come back. Every choice may be a beginning, but it is also an ending. And having to choose cuts off knowledge of the alternate choice, such that a person choosing will never know if they made the right choice. The poem ends with the speaker imagining the far future when he or she thinks back to the choice and believes that it made all the differences. But the rest of the poem shows that the speaker doesn't and can never know what it would have liked to travel down that other road and can't even know if the road takes was or road taken was indeed the one less travel. And further, the final line is subtle reminder that the only thing one can know about the choices one makes in life is that they make all the differences. So truly said by the Robert Frost that I took the one less travel by and that has made all the differences. But now, but how or from what neither the poem nor the life provide any answer. So that was all about the choice of uncertainties. Friends, the another major theme or the themes that we find in the poem is the themes of individualism and the non-conformity. In The Road Not Taken, the speaker is faced with a choice between two roads and elects to travel by the one that appears to be slightly less worn. The diverging roads may be read as being an or for two kinds of life choices in general, the conventional versus unconventional. By choosing the least traveled path over the well traveled path, the speaker suggests that he or she values individualism over conformity. So, truly, this idea we need to understand that often in life we need to make the choices are quite individual in nature rather than choosing the conventional path or rather than choosing the conventional ways. The speaker, when deciding which road to take, notes that the second is just as fair as the first, but that it has perhaps the better claim because it was a grassy and wanted way. In other words, the second road had the added benefit of being less well worn than the first. Notably, this absence of a sign of travel is phrased positively rather than negatively. Rather than stating outright that the road looked as if it had not had many travelers, the speaker states it was a grassy, a consequences of low foot traffic, and that it wanted wear, as if it were almost asking for the speaker to walk on it. The speaker presents nonconformity as a positive trait and even implies that popularity can make things less appealing. The first road, because of its popularity, lacks the grass that makes the second part so enticing. Despite the speaker's preference for the nonconformity, though the poem ultimately remains ambiguous about whether choosing the road less travel necessarily leads to the better or more interesting life. First, the poem questions whether it's actually even possible to identify what nonconformist is. After choosing the road that seems to have been less travel, the speaker then comments that in fact the have two road had been worn really about the same. The speaker seems to sense that though he or she has attempted to take the roads less traveled, There's no actual way to know if it was a less travel. Second, the poem subtly questions its own final line, in which the speaker asserts that choosing the road he or she did actually take has made all the difference. Many reader interprets this final line as being an affirmation of the speaker's decision to venture off the beaten path. But note that the poem is careful not to state that choosing the road less traveled has necessarily made a positive difference. Further, because the poem has raised the possibility that the path the speaker took was not in fact a less travel. It also raises the possibility that the speaker is wrong and taking that particular path can't be said to have made any specific difference at all. There is also a third option offered by the poem, which is that the speaker is correct that choosing the road made all the difference, but that this difference was created not by taking the objectively less traveled path, because no one can measure precisely which path was less traveled, but rather by making the choices to try to take the less traveled path. In this reading, the poem implies that it is the effort made to take the less conventional path that makes the differences. And lastly, let us understand the theme of making the meaning. In the road not taken, the speaker must choose between two roads without having complete information about how they differ. Even after having chosen the second road, the speaker is unable to evaluate his or her experience, because the speaker can't know how things would have been different if he or she had chosen the first road. In the final stanza, the speaker imagines him or herself in the distant future looking back on this choice. In this way, the poem engages not just with the choice being made, but with the way the speaker interprets that the choice and assigns it meaning after the fact. It is only when looking back after all that the speaker sees the choice of which road to take as having made all the difference. Many people read the poem straightforwardly and believe that the choices did make all the difference. The poem, however, is not clear about whether the speaker's final assertion is true. The speaker explained that he or she chose to take the second road because it seemed more grassy and less worn than the first, but soon admits that the two roads were actually worn to about the same degree. By raising the question of whether there was actually anything special about the road the speaker chose to take, the poem further questions whether taking the second road could have possibly made all the difference, or even any difference at all. So, that is all about this major themes of the poem. Friends, using this interpretation, the poem can be read as commenting more broadly on how all people fictionalize their lives by interpreting their choices in hindsight as being more purposeful and meaningful than they really are. The poem can also be read in a third or the more positive way, though in this third interpretation, the poem implies that it's less important whether the speaker's choice actually made all the difference than it is that he or she believes that it did. In this reading, the poem recognizes that the speaker and all people fictionalize their lives by creating meaning, whether there may not be any, but portrays such meanings making not as fraudulent, but rather as a part of being human. all of these three different possible readings and the themes of the poem coexist in the poem The Road Not Taken. The poem does not suggest a solution to the questions of the meaning in the speaker's choice, but rather comes to embody the question itself, allowing for contemplating of the mysterious inherent in defining or interpreting a life. The poem also can be understood through different symbols represented in the text of the poem, like diverging road and the road less traveled. Now friends, so far we have understood the major themes of the poem. We have understood detailed analysis of each and every line of the poem. We have looked at the symbols of the poem. So it's a time to focus on the form of the poem and the poetic devices used by the Robert Frost. The Road Not Taken, though it's very significant to note that Robert Frost is very famous for his use of symbols and the images. The Road Not Taken is an example of meaning that it rhymes and has strict meter, but it does not either or adhere to any specific poetic form. For instance, how many lines a poem must have? The Road Not Taken is 20 lines poem made up of 4 quatrains, that is 5 line stanzas. The 4 stanzas loosely corresponds to the 4 stages of the speaker's engagement with the decision which the poem takes as its subject. Weighing the different options, choosing to take the roads less traveled, realizing the decision-making process was flawed, and finally attempting to make a sense of experiencing. Despite this, The Road Not Taken is written in a loose iambic tetrameter, meaning that each line mostly consists of and has roughly 8 syllables. The Road Not Taken follows a strict addition to the poem's regular use of it, also makes irregular use of it. Further, it's very important to note the form of the poem. And friends, I hope you have enjoyed the entire poem. Understanding the entire poem, it's very important that we implement the decision making skills in our life, learn through this poem. That is all for the poem, The Road Not Taken. Keep revising and revisiting the videos in order to understand the detailed meaning of the poem for your syllabus and the curricular preparation. Till then, take care, keep learning. Thank you.